Monkey Man pleasantly surprised me with its dense plot and the enthralling vision of its director and leading actor, Dev Patel. As I watched this film, I found myself admiring Patel's performance, but also noting the distinctive masculine tone of the movie. The story follows our leading man, who is a broken man, really, disrespected and disconnected from a life with normalcy, love, warmth, or purpose. As viewers, we journey with him, sharing his sense of injustice and suppressed anger. We piece things together as he does, and we share in his pain. We witness his desperation to right the wrongs done to him and gradually understand his character. As I watched him, I felt a sense of powerful and repressed potential just waiting to be unleashed. Of a man who has lost his way in a world that seems to be just as fractured as he is, feeling his sense of desperation, bewilderment, and almost nihilism when faced with such great odds. We know, and he knows, that he is destined for more, and I loved getting to see his journey of finding himself and his calling. He is nearly portrayed as a folkloric lost hero, a man of the people in the land, representing a primal, down-to-earth quality that defends the innocent and seeks to destroy the evil. He is a beacon of justice in a world being drained by parasites at the top. The movie is also full of loud and bombastic moments, but I appreciated how, much like a video game, there are dedicated times to world building, character development, and fleeting moments of stillness and beauty. It makes it so that when it finally delivers great action sequences, they feel all the more earned and intense, and some of the violence here definitely made me shudder due to its brutality. These are paired with excellent music and camera work that is sometimes trippy, and yes, the shaky cam is real, so also prepare for some dizzying, but I loved it because it felt so faithful to the lead character's perspective, immersing us fully in the action, his feelings, and his memories. The film also lovingly showcases cultural and traditional elements, which added more breadth and depth to the world. The plot also had some surprising elements, like the inclusion of a third gender community known as the Hijra, who embody both masculine and feminine aspects. I know it'll be a sticking point for some people, but I think that at least in the movie, to focus on that is to miss the point. They represent a deeply spiritual devotion to their faith and to their tribe. I appreciated how the film presented them as joyful, communal, and strong individuals that have something to offer our main character. I love that they weren't pigeonholed as victims of society or of circumstance, but also portrayed as strong, skilled people, showing that even though society might view them as unseemly or discomforting, they still possess qualities that can help them sustain themselves and each other. Overall, despite a few scenes that disrupted the flow of the movie, maybe some lines that didn't land, it was an emotional ride and a very fun revenge tale. I highly recommend it. 8.5 out of 10. I found myself sat a mere 2 seats away from a stranger during a sparsely attended Thursday matinee IMAX showing of Civil War, which initially made it somewhat difficult to relax. However, this would end up not mattering, as the movie itself didn't offer much in the way of relaxation. Civil War is a dark, intense, and insightful portrayal into the life of photojournalists amidst war, how a variety of people cope with it, and how individual attitudes shape and influence the surrounding world during a time of war. The film's cinematography and camera work are particularly commendable, especially certain shots that would at times be framed in a flat photographic way, making all the chaos and decay all the more striking and almost poetic. This movie has a great talent of lulling us into a world that feels nearly familiar, juxtaposing it with upbeat music and editing between moments of horror and carnage. The result is a surreal and sharp splash of cold water to the face at seeing just how war twists and warps the world and the people around us. The movie is what I wanted it to be. An apolitical mirror held up to the face of everyone that just wanted a quote-unquote fun action/war movie, at everyone that wanted it to endorse one side over another, and at everyone that speaks of or desires war without realizing the truth and gravity of its horrors. I also loved the format of the plot and how it provides exposition and world building through the characters that we follow, who are photojournalists chasing the next great headline/shot. The film illuminated me on the professional responsibilities that they face, especially highlighting the risks and traumas while capturing the images of war. It asks us to toy with the moral implications of it, the draining nature of their work, and the adrenaline-pumping aspect of living on the edge. This is particularly evident in the dynamic between two characters, one being the seasoned and successful character that Kirsten Dunst plays, and the other played by Kaylee Spaney, who is a newbie in the profession, but eager to cut her teeth in the field. Kirsten Dunst delivers a standout performance as a conflicted, detached woman who appears to be in desperate need of a vacation and a therapy session. The script brilliantly explores various attitudes and perspectives towards and about war, providing exposition and analysis without being overly obvious. While the film is a heavy watch, I would also highly recommend it. 8 out of 10.